Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to do a quick little bit of text on a spline in After Effects and a little bit of masking. So just a really quick tip here. So what I've got is just a picture, a photo I found on Pexels, and sort of cropped it in a little, and just of this playground slide. So what we're going to do is let's get some text in here. So I'm just going to click, and we'll make a little wee. There we go. Exciting. And now we're going to just have that slide down the slide. So what I'm going to do is grab my pen tool. So I've got wee selected. I'm just going to grab my pen tool and create the path that I want that to run down. So I'm going to have it start up here. I'm going to come over here and click. And again, I'm kind of guesstimating where that would slide along here. And maybe have it end up somewhere right around here. Okay. I'm going to go back in and just adjust this a little bit. So I can get this a little more parallel. Okay. So we're going to slide down. All right. So now that I've got my path here drawn, we can see that the text now has masks created. And here's our first mask. So this is our, I'm just going to hit enter and call this motion path. All right, so if I go into my text here, roll that down, and we can see we've got path options. Then I just come in here and pick that motion path, and now you can see that that snaps to there. So the way I drew it, I'm going to go ahead and hit reverse path on, so now it's down here. And what I can do is take my margin here and scoosh that up to where I want it to start. So maybe we'll start it right here. And I'll move back in time here, so I'm right at the beginning. And let's give it about 4 seconds or something, and I'll zoom out so we can see what's happening. So now I've got it back here, I'm starting, and then we'll just set that first keyframe on our first margin. Boom. Move forward about a second maybe, second and a half. And let's adjust that first margin to 0. All right, so it's a little hard to see. Sorry about that. We can change that color. So let's see if we can get a better color. Let's go maybe. Ooh, that's obnoxious, but let's try that. Something in the green area. Red. Yeah. It's a lot going on in that photo, but that'll get us a little more visible. And then what I want to do is now if we scrub back, we can see it comes down, but I want it to just appear at the top of the slide. So we're going to do, and we also don't want to see it on the outside of the slide because we want it to feel like it's inside the actual slide. So now what I'm going to do is select that we again, and I'm going to create another mask. So I'm just going to go up to my pen tool with this selected. And I'm going to this time draw the outside of my mask. So where I want it to mask as it's sliding down. All right, and that looks good. Go up there, and then maybe I'll come up here and just create a big mask here. All right. So now what I want to do though is make sure, now let me scrub in here a little. Now that mask is not doing exactly what I want. So let's roll down to mask 1 here. And we just want to change that from add down to subtract. All right, so now we comes in, sliding in, and slows down. So if I go back to my text and I hit my U so that I can see just what's animated, I'll go ahead and grab both of those. And We'll give it a little easy ease. So hit F9. And now let's see how that looks. Okay, a little better. But I want a little more acceleration here. So I could do, let's go in here and with those selected, let's go to our graph. And we are in the speed graph here. So let's go ahead and go back to and hit V for our move tool here, our selection tool. And I'm going to select that and maybe give us a little more ease at the beginning and end and just a more speed up in that middle. Let's see how that looks. There we go. All right. So a little slower start, acceleration, and then an ease out for our Wii. All right. I think that's not too shabby. Again, we would probably hopefully have some better color options and things here, but that is a way that we can quickly put text on a path and then also do a little masking and some easing to get that to feel a little better. All right, I hope that was useful. Thanks for watching.